bass. So we have the 7hz Legato. So you guys might have heard this is a very basic set from 7hz. It's a 2DD. So let's check out the review today. Let's go. Hello guys, it's Jordan from Jordan Geek Review, and I have gotten this 7hz Legato. It was sent over by Linso. Thank you very much, but it will not affect my honest opinion on it. So this 7hz Legato is a 2DD IEM. I think it was being developed for quite a long time, not say too long, but it just the back and forth tuning process from Singapore to in China, and China back to Singapore. And also design wise, I think Ray and Larry have given it a lot of effort in tuning this IEM. And their intention, if you check out Ian's video, you can check it out, Ian's fan review video. They have an interview with Ray and Larry, and they said that their intention was to have this IEM that give you that old school speaker kind of feeling. Yes, okay, yes. Does it work? Yes, it does. So I would say old school kind of speaker. Maybe for you guys out there who are younger, you might not have seen this before, but I've seen it, a few of them back in my hometown. It's literally a big whole shelf. Okay, it's very big. Okay, very big, and that kind of size, okay, you would think that it'd be super loud, but no. Okay, if you tune it to a very comfortable volume, it does sound nice. Okay, in that way. Okay, in that way, because they have I don't know how to explain this, but the speaker now and the speaker way back just tuned very differently. Okay, very differently. Nowadays is, I would say, clearer, more crispier, and the sound from the older speaker just way more atmospheric. Okay, just give you that bass, that environmental feeling to it. So just different. Okay, just different. And they say that they want to put it into this IEM, this Legato IEM, and I was very excited to try this out. But first off, before the sound, let's talk about the physical aspect. So this IEM is in metal. Okay, it's metal. The faceplate is very simple, and it does look shine and reflects differently with different angle, and it's very simple, very simplistic, and then I would think that quite nice. Gunmetal, yeah, no more waifu or anything. So very matured kind of design. Yeah, and the cable, nothing much to thought about on the cable. And one thing to note about is that on the connector, the 2-pin connector over here is angled. Okay, it's angled. What does that mean is that it is similar with the 7hz 0 is angled, means that it's not straight. Okay, it's not straight going like this. Okay, it's just angled a little bit, so the IEM would tilt in slightly. Okay, so it's give you that slightly better fittings. Okay, slightly better fittings. If not, if it's straight, okay, like normal IEM, usually they are straight. So if you put it in, IEM to put it in is just straight. Okay, this tilt in slightly a little bit, which gives you a little bit more, I would say, more fit, okay, more better ceiling for better bass. Okay, for better bass. So it's very well thought of, and the cable itself is alright. It's in black, it's cool, and I love especially the connector on it. And next we shall look at the accessories they have given. Holy, this box. Okay, this box is huge. Okay, it's huge, man. This, but I like it. Okay, I like it. I have a lot of accessories that I need a box to put into. This is a good one to have, and it has shape like this, so you can put your IEM here with your cable after you wrap it. And then after that, we also have a lot of tips. Okay, a varieties of tips. Okay, wonder, do they do a difference? I think yeah, I think that I saw different ball size. Okay, different ball size, different color, so a lot of tips to go around. And they also given you this, I would say, filters. Okay, small filters, so maybe to replace, okay, if your one is damaged or your one is lost or for some reason it's dirty, maybe you can replace it, something good to be included. And you may also put it on to other IEM like full racing IEM that don't have a filter. You can use this. So a very good accessory and very good box, just that the color not my type of color. Okay, if this is in black, okay, if this is in black or gray, or that would be perfect. Okay, if this is in gray black, then it would be perfect. So black, imagine the logo here is in gold. If this is in black, holy. But yeah, no complaints, very good box to go with. And I will put all my tips. I have plenty, a few dozen sets of tips, so I can put it all here. So it's good accessory to start with. So let's go back to the sound. Sound wise, maybe a little bit background story as usual. So I've started this hobby a few years back, and when I started, I was looking for Bassy IEM. Okay, Bassy IEM. So Bassy IEM, I look for a lot of IEM. I bought BGVP, DMG, I even bought RHA-T20i, and another very weird IEM, which is the one more triple driver. Then and then also a lot of others like the TFZ, KZ. So that at that point of time, I thought that the good IEM, I don't know how to judge a good IEM. Okay, whoever have the most bass, okay, is the best IEM. So that time, just went through a lot of sets and eventually landed on Eco OH10. Okay, Eco OH10 is a very basic IEM, and it does sound staging very good. Also, it have a very nice design and very comfortable fit. So that's why I landed on that at last. Then eventually, you know, tastes have changed, okay, and the market is also evolving. We have lesser and lesser basic IEM out there. Now we have more and more harmony tune IEM, okay, like an aria, okay, something like aria. Maybe just put aria as a standard. Maybe we would say moondrop kind of tuning all around. So we have a lot of similar set like that every day, every month. So for the past 2 years. And basic IEM is not that much, okay, not that much, especially if you focus very heavily on bass. Usually it will be like those $30, $40 kind of IEM. So now very rare to have basic IEM come out again, and 7hz, okay, come out with Legato. It's a 2DD IEM. Okay, it doesn't disappoint us with 2DD. The previous one that I have was TRI Star River. That 2DD is a joke. Okay, this 2DD is good. Okay, it deserves the name of 2DD. Okay, so the bass on here, like you expected, it is very punchy, very, I would say, use the word of grand. Okay, very grand. The bass is very grand. Okay, don't know whether it makes sense. Okay, so it gives you that very atmospheric kind of feeling. Bass is around you, surround you with bass. Okay, then I think this is what they meant by putting in a speaker sound into an IEM. So that's why approach that I really appreciate, that who doesn't want to be surrounded with good bass. Okay, they give you that very perceived bass surrounding feeling to you, hence very special. Okay, very special, because all IEM have different kind of bass presentation, some being very textured, some being very fast, snappy, and this, if I were to describe it, I would say is punchy, grand, and also very atmospheric. All right, and good thing about this is that the mid-range is not muddy, it's not boomy. Okay, it doesn't bleed into the mid-range too much. Okay, doesn't bleed into mid-range too much. My instruments are still there, my piano, my guitars, my string guitars are still there. So I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad if they do a overly bassy IEM, like something like Fur Audio did with their tuning, that then I'll be quite disappointed. But this is good. And I would say vocal. Okay, vocal is very debatable. Okay, it depends on your taste. The vocal on this is not, luckily it is not muffled. Okay, it's not underwater, because usually being that this amount of bass would shadow the vocal performance, but it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. It does quite good. It's just that it's laid back. Okay, it's laid back. It reminds me a lot of like my Pinon Serial, okay, and my Hook X. Both of these have very good bass as well, and their vocal is also laid back. Okay, it's laid back, and I will do more comparison with the Pinon Serial later. So to talk about the vocal, and I would say detail retrieval are alright, average. Sound staging, maybe because of the bass that give you that very atmospheric kind of feeling, it also gives you a very illusion of having a very good sound stage. Okay, very good sound stage. So not sure whether is this an IEM, an illusion to that. Not really sure how to describe it. Okay, because usually sound staging is if you have very good treble, then you will have this very wide perceived sound stage. But this does it another way around, which is it was given you by the bass. Okay, does it make sense? Not sure, but try it out. Okay, so let's go with the comparison. Maybe we shall do some unfair comparison. For example, the Pinon Serial, which is 3DD, this is 2DD, something related. So yeah, the Pinon Serial, I think the intention of the person that tuned the Pinon Serial was similar to Larry's intention, where they want to give you that old school kind of feeling. The Pinon Serial have very good mids, okay, lower mids, bass as well, but bass is not as punchy. Okay, it's not as, doesn't rumble as much as this Legato, but it just gives you that very good mid-range and lower mids, and slightly to the mid-bass of the Serial is just very good. Give it that very invert kind of very smooth, very rich kind of tuning. And this, on the other hand, is a little bit more, have more muscle. Okay, so this gives you more punch, more, I would say, energy. Okay, in terms of bass. And vocal wise, the Pinon Serial is laid back, but it's also sounded a little bit thin. But because thin, as in because they have very rich lower mids and mid bass, that's why the upper mid range sounded a little bit thinner. But this, on the other hand, is not. Okay, this is not. This is a little bit just smoothened out, and I would say, although not forward, but it's still there. Okay, it's still there doing that job. Okay, it's not maybe because of 2DD. So another DD doing all their bass work, another DD doing their vocal work. So it's not interfering to each other, so it's fine. Then I will say comparison with other set 2DD. If you really wanted to, maybe the Star River. no, still that doesn't even come close to this. So I would say, is this a good IEM? Oh, I forgot. Eco-Wish 10. Yes, we need to do this comparison. Eco-Wish 10 have this bass, I would say similar or comparable kind of bass. Okay, so I think the amount is around the same. I haven't listened to Eco-Wish 10 for a good amount of months now, because the last time I heard was around September or October last year. So I haven't tried that out ever since, so I cannot A/B this. But I think in terms of impression, both of these does equally well. But the Eco-Wish 10 kind of bass is that very good thumpy kind of bass, and this where else give you that very atmospheric kind of bass. So slightly different, but the amount is, I think, the same. So if you like the Eco-Wish 10 kind of bass, the amount of bass, then you should be happy with the amount of bass over here. And I would say the Eco-Wish 10, the biggest reason it's not around anymore is because it's shafty. Okay, it's shouty, it's sharp, it's sibilancy. But whereas over here, the legato here, because it's laid back, the nature of the laid back, so it doesn't happen here. It doesn't have any issue of sibilancy or sharpness at all. Okay, at all. Which I wish they have a little bit more, but they don't have things like this. So I would say it's good. Okay, it's good if you guys who like bass, who dislike sibilancy, who are worried about the sharpness, piercing, treble. Nothing of that is can be found on the legato. So who is this for? For you guys out there who like hip hop, EDM, or any other genres that you need a lot of bass, or you want to be submerged by bass, you like to jump into the sea of bass, this might be the IEM to check out. Alright, so that's all for the review today. Please like and subscribe, and see you around next time.